Welcome to a Too Tall Toby practice example. This is dated March 2nd, 2024. This is a double hinge, and this one we'll build an IronCAD using a sketch profile since we have a lot of tangencies here with this shape. So we'll show you how to use our sketch to create that, and then we'll add some extrusions onto this using our drag and drop features for the bosses here and the holes and our cutouts. So we'll go ahead and show you how this is done in IronCAD, and let me move this out of the way. All right, first thing we're going to do is start off with a sketch. So we can start off by clicking 2D shape, or we can drag and drop a sketch from our catalog, either one. Now that we have this, this shape consists of a couple things, basically some defining features, which are these circles. So I'm just going to use the circle radius tool, and I'm going to build this up here. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to enter in a radius value for these. So it's got a 33 up here. And just as you notice, it automatically created a constraint. If you go to your constraints, you can turn on various things that you want. I have some tangencies, concentrics, and also have the radius dimension to be created for me. So this is just for my reference. So I'm making sure that I get the right value here. And these are movable, and you can also change them if you like to the radius value or the diameter. Either way, you can change those. So anyways, I'm going to continue to create that, and you can access that same command on the S key inside of here. So we'll go ahead and create another one. In this case, it has a radius of 20, and we have another one down at the bottom that's going to have a radius of 33 as well. So we have two that's got this 33 value, and one that's got a 20 or 40 diameter up at the top. So there's some dimensions in here that are useful for this. So one, we need to have a dimension between these two holes here. So we'll just select both of these, and I'll pull up this dimension here. It's supposed to be 71. And we also have a dimension from here to here. And you can pull this off in multiple directions. So we want the horizontal direction, 140 on that. And some things that we want to do is we want to make sure that these two are horizontally aligned. So we can just do a point horizontal alignment here just to make sure that these two are aligned and stay aligned inside of there. So that gives us our alignment there. And that kind of gives us our starting point here. The next thing is we need a line coming down from here. So we'll go ahead and hit our S key, draw a line from here. And that's going to be the 140 value. You can see that it's showing it on the screen, but it's also just hitting to that center point there. So that's our dimension there. And we can lock this if we want to make this vertical. So we can lock that if we like. And we have it automatically tangent created up at the top. So next thing we need to do is make sure that these are connected here. So you can do either a coincident or a tangency. In our case, we'll just do a tangent to here to lock that down. So that basically gives us our starting point. The next two things are these arcs here. And what I found is the easiest one to use for this is really just our 3-point arc. And you have to do some extending and trimming, but that's okay inside of here. So we're just going to pick these two arcs inside of here, and we'll draw it however the shape's supposed to look like, something like that. And that one's got a value there. And we'll just go ahead and draw this one as well. We'll pick this other one here. Again, we'll just draw that one as well. So I left click on those. So I just put those two there. I could right click and draw those values, but we can do that after the fact. So we've got these all kind of set up here on what we want it to be. We can also do a horizontal alignment here to make sure this, but since it's a tangent to this point, this can still move around, but this is horizontal. This is locked at 140, so it shouldn't move around, but we'll just go ahead and edit these values here. So we know this one's supposed to be 222, decided there for that. And this one up here is supposed to be 42 for the radius on that one. So we've got those set up there, and we want to make them tangent as well. So we'll go ahead and add some tangent constraints here. We'll select these two to be tangent, and we'll select this one and this one to be tangent. And we can do the same thing up here. If you can zoom in, you can do that as well. So pick those two as tangent there, and those as tangent there. And you can see there in this example, they don't extend all the way, so we'll go ahead and have to use our extend tool. We can extend it to that circle there, up there, and most likely down here as well. So we'll have to extend those all to that so we get our shape here. And you can tell if it's extended by using the trim tool. When you come onto there, you'll see that it's only highlighting the dashed green is what's going to get cut. So you can see that these are all now cutting in the exact shape where we need. So we've got all of our dimensions set up here, and everything's locked in the right location. So now we can just trim these off here to get our shape and hit finish on that. And from there, we can hit the extrude command, or you can right click, say create extrude. In our case, this has got a distance of 30 in here. So we'll just go ahead and type in 30, hit extrude to give our shape there. So that's our starting point for our model here. Next, we can use our features catalog and drag to the center point here and just snap that up to our tangency. And we just need to set the height of that value, which is the total length is 55 from the bottom. So it's 30 plus 25 to give us that. So we'll just set that to 25 since we're sitting on the top face there. So that gives us our shape there. And then we have to do the same thing for the back side here for this one. So we'll just drag another shape there. And it's already sitting at 40, so it's already at the right size. We just need to set the height value, and this one is supposed to be 44. So that is 14 depth on that one. So that gives us that shape there. So that's fairly easy to do. Next, we want to add we can do our counterbores here as well and our holes on these if we like. So we know that we have a 20 diameter through hole here, so we can just drop a through hole here, and that's got a diameter of 22 on that. So let's go ahead and set that to, or was that? I think it was 22, right? Or sorry, 20 on that for that hole. And then we have one up here that has a 28, so we drop that through cut up here onto this guy. That one is 28 in that case there. And this one down here has a through hole of 20 as well, so we just drop a through hole there, 20 value there, and it's got a counter bore on this side as well, so we'll just drop that there. And that diameter of that is 30, and it's got a depth of 15, so let's go down to that bottom handle and set it to 15. So that gives us our holes for that model. Next, I'm going to just drop an extrude cut onto this face. So depending on your orientation of your model, so if I drop here, notice it's extruding down. It's because this is more of the orientation. If I rotate this over a little bit, it'll actually extrude along that edge in that location. So if you drop on an edge, you have to know what your orientation of your model is. So it extruded that way, and what we need to do is set the width of that to be 55 inside of here. So this is going to be a value of 55 inside of here. And I'm going to snap this down to here. Let me pull this down first. Pull this down and snap to this value. So it's giving us an offset basically. So we know the opposite side of that value there needs to be 15 deep. Oops, I went the wrong way on that. So let me grab that handle. There we go. Yeah, this handle here, 15 deep under that. So that's our cutout. And we just need to position it, which in this case, it tells us that there's a distance from here, which we can just say, what is the distance from this edge, or we can just lock this down, right click, distance from center point. You can do it either way, to a point, to the edge. Either way, 37 there for that. So that's putting us in our right location. And we just need to add our blends here so we can select our edges here, holding the shift key down, hit blend, and those are a value of 9 inside of there. Replace that. So that basically gives us our shape here. There's no other tangencies that we have to build or anything. That's our entire shape inside of here. So now we can select on our part, go to our property browser. In our case, this has got a value of 2700. Just tab out of that, and that should give us a mass of 1480 in grams. So hopefully that gives you an idea on how to build that model, and hopefully you enjoyed.